Thomas, good evening.
Good evening.
I've admired your work for a long time since I was in college in the 80s. And, you've been at it for ages. Can you tell us how long you worked on photographs on Goa and how many you've collected over the years?
I have no count how many years over the years, but photography that I started is in 1956, 56 till 61. There was a gap because I was fully involved in our family business.
Yeah.
Family business. Then, in a full-fledged again, that's every weekend, I used to expose about 3 films from February 78 till 81.
It's a
3 years
costly
to go.
it's a costly hobby in that sense.
It is a costly hobby then,
Then.
yeah. But then as I wanted to know whatever I have learned in photography as a passion, I decided to come into the postcards, which was not entirely to make money,
Yeah.
which gave me life.
It's very rewarding in that sense.
It's rewarding, yes.
And you have postcards, you have books. What else now?
Books, then slides I introduced.
Yeah.
I was first to sell slides. The foreigners used to come to me, and government of Goa also promoted through my slides, using it for brochure and postcard, posters. Also, tourism development director of tourism and tourist department. Time to time, whenever they used to go to England or different countries, they are happy to take my publication, that is Goa Image and Impression,
Right.
which was published by me, and with great help of Frank Simois, Geeta Simois, major people behind me.
But you were the first, we could say, photographer based in Goa and working out of Goa in the 60s, in the 70s, in the 50s also.
No, I never decided to go, but my subjects were limited to Goa.
Yeah,
Because I
yeah.
knew when I go to out of Goa
Yeah,
to
yeah.
subjects beyond, I would be not available to my family or a family business, and there was no limit. I'm always I go to beyond in any subject.
So, what's your favorite photograph that you clicked on Goa and you like the best?
There is no particular photographs, but 80% of my photographs, before I shoot, I make a script of it.
Yeah.
If I come across such a situation, what time I should leave, where I should shoot, and what angle. So where there is a detailed homework, and exactly when I get the frame, it's a great pleasure to me.
So, there's a lot of planning that
Yes,
goes into it.
Too much.
I see.
Too much. I'm a very expensive, and most of the time I spend it like in cinematography. They spend money, take time for a script.
Yeah.
Exactly, I put it. Reason, I was a great fan of Raj Kapoor, and these 2 eyes and ears were fully concentrating on the entire team of Raj Kapoor. When I used to visit them at different times, 58, 59, 60s.
In Goa, which is your best place, your most favorite place to photograph? Is it Old Goa because of the large monuments or what?
It was and it is, which for last 7 days, I went 3 times of the day.
Yeah.
Why I say the best, as per the sun is moving, I move my areas. And one can spend hours and hours, provided the photographer knows how to play with the light.
In Old Goa?
In Old Goa.
Because of the man-made monuments?
Man-made monuments, they are so well designed by way of window light.
I see.
The light reflecting on the floor, it bounces on the ceiling, and the statues. So, having experience, I play with it and they play with me.
And which would be the other places that anyone interested in the hobby could go to photograph in Goa? Maybe the temples, maybe wildlife. or-
Temples, I never had any problem to shoot, but there are problems because of most of the religious people, Hindus,
Yeah.
Bhajis, they don't encourage, but
Yeah.
they feel that I am a foreigner. When I talk little bit of Konkani, Bhaji Sahab, kya hai, oh, all those things, they come down,
Okay.
come down,
Okay.
and I am free.
Yeah. Wildlife, villages,
Wild-
people. Would you recommend these?
I have not touched wildlife, which I have plans now. Recently, that I bought a digital camera. Oh, so I want to change my style. Style meaning the area. The wildlife will take me away from the city
Yeah.
and will relax me. But I have to know that habit of wildlife, what time, and I have to search a person to feed me.
You've done a lot on people, if I'm not mistaken.
People, yes.
People of Goa, colorful.
People, landscape,
Landscape.
abstract,
Rural life.
rural life, abstract field work.
Okay.
I have no control. Basically, I can be a model photographer,
Yeah.
but from beginning, model photography means involvement. I would be out of Goa. That's the reason I avoided.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Now I felt any abstract, any root, I see a human body into it. And whereas in modeling, the photographers tell them you give this line, I mean you give this turn or that turn or lower light. Whereas the abstract, they are there. I'll show you some of the pictures that I shot, and fantastic.
You mean people can look like things and things can look like
Yes,
people
yes,
in that sense?
Yes, yes.
I see.
Yes, and I challenge anybody says that he is not a good looking or he is not a good looking,
Yeah.
I can take a good picture,
And make them look good.
make them look. This was the base that I put at the starting point of photography.
Yeah. Tell us something about photography in the Portuguese days in Goa. I mean, how tough was it to enter and things like that?
No, for a public function, there was no restriction like before. I shot pictures of Jawaharlal Nehru
I see.
during his visit at a distance of 1 meter or 3 feet.
Security wasn't an issue here.
No, security was not at all.
Terrorists didn't carry cameras.
No,
in
no,
those
no,
days.
no. Wherever there was a public function of Jawaharlal Nehru,
Yeah.
they used to erect a stand,
Yeah.
and one could go up
Yeah.
and shoot.
And before that, in Portuguese times?
Portuguese time also, I did shoot many occasions.
I see.
Great occasion to me was visit of Governor Vassal da Silva
Yeah.
when he inaugurated Mapsa Merchant.
Okay. Mapsa Market.
Mapsa Market. And other day I had to choose those pictures for Fontaine's Festival.
see.
I myself felt how close I was.
Yeah.
And
Which year was this in? 58,
6
59?
months, no, 6 months before the liberation.
61.
61.
Early 61.
Yes, 61. Goa was liberated 61
December.
December. It's around February.
I see.
Yeah. February.
But accessing chemicals and film and all was tough and costly in those days, probably.
Costly, there was no budget, acquiring money from my father.
Was tough.
Stuff. All rob money.
Yeah, of course. Because you were not even 18, I think.
You
then.
were,
you were.
No, I was 16 when
16.
I started.
Okay,
When I was
okay.
16. Yes.
So you matured after that.
Yeah.
Any words of advice, lastly, to young people wanting to enter this profession, the field?
See, a youngster, they want to enter in cricket. They want to enter different fields.
Yeah.
Modeling, photography. I even asked Prasad, did you interview them?
Yeah.
So and so person whose parents are well to do, are they genuinely interested to buy a good camera? Because I know a person who bought a camera for his daughter worth 3 lakhs rupees.
I see.
relax will be. The camera is not the machine.
That's true.
It's the work behind. Work behind.
Thanks.
Thank you too.